Hi, this is Holly with Presence Point, and this is another Shepherds in Action interview, which I know I love doing, and I'm hoping you love watching. And this, now I'm going to cry, is a very sweet dear friend who's extended much grace to me. Oh, much grace to me. This is Sherry Hochhalter-Sofer, and I can't always put the Hochhalter in because that's what you were when I met you. So it's like, it's hard to remember Sherry Sofer. But Sherry is, you can see a couple of really cool people behind us here on this banner. This is part of Youth for Christ, and we're both serving on the Youth for Christ USA board. Sherry served as chair, the first woman chair, I might add, and finished that role just a few months ago. And she leads this board. She has led this board. She leads the organization that her family operates called RobFin. She's president. And if you have a computer, there's something special they do that I think's in every one of them. Am I pretty close? Pretty close. Yeah. She's a wonderful Nana. She's a great mom. She's been a great example to me. So I've wanted to do this interview for a long time because I've watched her shepherd, and it's beautiful. So 3 questions I always ask. Here we go. Where do you shepherd?
Well, I did think about that question,
okay.
And I would say in my life, because I would define shepherding as intentional, your family, your children, your employees, maybe board members, and unintentional. The receptionist at the doctor's office, the person delivering your pizza, just how you impact those people can be defined as shepherding.
That's super important. And really she shepherded an entire organization at Youth for Christ USA. When she served as board chair, I mean, it's not seen as that role, but it really is that role, right?
Right, it is that role.
Yeah. So how do you implement provision, protection, and presence where you shepherd?
I think because one of my gifts that God gave me is that I'm an inclusive person. I include people, even sometimes people that would normally be excluded, like one example is we have a yours, mine, and ours family, and I did not want my husband's children to have to choose where they would spend Christmas. And so I said, I need to invite your ex-wife to Christmas at our house. And my husband said, what? And then he said, well, okay. And so she and I are friends, and we participate with our children together so that we can be the best parents that they need. Of course, they don't really need parents anymore at 35 and 33 and 30, but...
Oh, yes, they do. We need to tell them, yes, they do.
Sometimes they do.
That's a joke if my children are watching.
Twins that are 30. But it is an example of some place where you can include people. Yeah. So when you include people, they offer you the opportunity to listen to them with an open heart.
Yeah.
Sometimes they ask for information back or advice, but mostly people just need to be listened to. So that provides protection for their ego. It's a safe place to say something that won't go anyplace else. It provides provision. It's a safe place. And it's presence, because you have to be present to listen.
Wow, all wrapped up into one, right? And the sweetness of that is if you caught it carefully enough. Yes, she did say, we invite my husband's ex-wife to Christmas because the kids then don't have to choose. I don't know anyone else ever that has ever done that. And so that's a beautiful, beautiful picture of shepherding. And she's my mentor in that area, so to be quite honest. So last question, what word of encouragement would you give to other shepherd leaders?
One of the ways that I talked about was that it's my gift to be inclusive, and I think I would offer to you to shepherd with your gifts. That your shepherding doesn't have to look like Holly's shepherding or my shepherding, but you shepherd with your gifts and where God puts you. And if that person that you're shepherding needs shepherded in a different area, he will provide another shepherd to help with that specific thing. So use your gifts and don't try to remake yourself into something that you're not.
Oh, I love that. Another good word, another amazing shepherdess, we'll say, right? A shepherdess. We pray that this touches you. We pray that somewhere in your soul you have heard something today that's helping you shepherd well where you are. May you live deeply into your calling, and thank you for joining us this week. Take care.